So today's topic, ladies, is motherhood. So we are going to get started.
Is
I have a few conversations that we can have about motherhood. But the first question that I want to ask is, do you like your kids?
Sometimes. No.
And motherhood. Lauren, I'm waiting on your answer. You like my nieces? You
Oh.
like the girls?
So, I think that's a very interesting question, and I think that they are definitely within earshot and or um able to view the video by way of their father. And so I'm going to go with yes. I am
Good
absolutely
answer. Good answer.
Hmm.
Good answer.
in
Good
in in
answer.
in strong like of them. They're wonderful. I don't know what I would do without them, and they complete me.
That is the best
Oh
answer.
man, so I
The
like
best
that answer.
answer.
Yeah, we gonna
Yes.
we gonna keep it as a. Of course, we like our kids. We love them and we like them, and we want to make sure that when they view this on their tablets, which they're probably doing as we speak, they feel confident knowing that we love and like them. So
Me,
we'll keep it PG. We'll keep it PG.
yeah. Mika says she loves them. However, she don't like them.
Okay, I hear you, Mika. I know
Right.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes. Oh man, sometimes you
Right.
gotta wonder, what
Right.
did I get myself into? More
Right.
than once. Nah.
Right. Right.
All
That's
right.
funny.
So we're gonna start talking about first thing as a mom, like being a first time mom. I know that we're all moms at different levels. I was a teenage mom. Now I'm a married mom. Lauren, you're a married mom. Dika, you were a teenage mom,
Teenage mom.
a
Now I'm a
married mom.
divorced mom.
Now you're a
Right.
divorced mom.
Right.
So we
Right.
all have different aspects of motherhood, which we're going to get into. But the first thing is, since we're all moms, like, what would you say shocked you the most the first few weeks of being a mom?
No sleep. Woo.
Yeah,
Woo.
that was a big one. Yeah,
Yep.
I would have
You
to
know,
agree.
thank
big.
God for the grandma because I don't know how I did it.
So
That
how many hours was Brianna like sleeping at first?
so she slept pretty good. Well, no, not at first. At first, she was up a lot, but I think it was just me not really having any experience as a mom. Um, I felt like she ain't like me. She would just cry and cry and cry, and I was just like, red eyes, just defeated. Like I don't know what to do. And then, yeah, her grandma, my mother, came and took her, and she actually overnight hours. She kept her in the room with her for two
Hmm.
weeks,
Oh wow! So the first two
and
weeks?
the first 2 weeks she let me sleep, and then after that it was just like, all right, now you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Here's your baby.
Yeah, but I appreciated the 2 weeks because I was able to get rest,
Hmm.
have the time during the daytime to really figure out how to hold her and do everything with her. So that,
Yeah.
you know, yeah,
Yeah.
it
And
was rough though.
how old were you when Brianna was born?
I was 19.
Oh, okay.
19. I had her right before I turned 20.
Okay. Alrighty.
Hmm.
And once you got her after the 2 weeks, like what was that like for you?
It wasn't
Did
as
she? No,
bad.
no, no. Let me rephrase that. Did she like you then?
Uh, she started to like me better. She started to like me better. I
She got
think
a
I
little bit
think
familiar with you after
she
two
got a
weeks
little
with Grandma
familiar
Hannah?
with me. Right, right. I think that me doing a lot of performances for her helped. So I used to sit her on the table in the kitchen and try to do everything that I needed to do around the house and put music on, and I
Uh-huh.
would always come back and dance in front of her and sing to her. And so she would follow me with her eyes, and I think that that helped her to get familiar with me.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah. So
That's
that was fun. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Anything else shocked you as a mom the first few weeks?
Shocked me. I mean, I wouldn't say the
Something
first
you
few
didn't
weeks,
expect.
but um, poops up the back, poops. That, mm, yeah,
No, okay.
yeah.
Can you turn your volume up? I think your volume is low. Somebody commented that your volume is low.
It's all the way up.
All right, Loren.
Can y'all hear me better now?
I can hear you clearly. Someone is saying your volume is low. Oh, is
Oh,
that, let's see, Naughty by Nature? Is that Breezy?
yeah, that's breezy.
Oh, okay, so it sounds like she likes you now as an adult.
Ah! She loves me. She loves me.
So, Loren, what was shocking for you as a first time mom when you first had Zora?
You know, I so I had heard about kids being colic and thought, sure, that's a thing. You know,
Hmm.
as an adult, you get a little gassy, so I bet babies get gassy too, right?
Yeah.
Never did I think I would have a kid who was colic. And so, yeah, that was rough for
Hmm.
all involved. Mysteriously, my mom, who was also present, as well as my dad and my sister, and my now brother-in-law was there too. No one ever heard her going at it at night. Everybody was hands on in the daytime, but at night, no one heard anything.
Hmm.
They swear by it to this day that they never heard her.
So,
And there were many nights.
do you think that maybe it was all in your head?
No, because her daddy, he confirmed that we were like, it was happening.
So you had
So
somebody to back up your truth about
yeah,
Zora.
like it wasn't, yes, yes, right? Because and that's I think that's a real good question too, right? Because so many mothers suffer with postpartum. Like I could have very well made it up, no, but it was real. And I remember begging to go for night drives because she's a car baby to this day.
Yeah.
She will fall asleep as soon as, fairly quickly, as soon as she gets in the car. And he was like, no, we're not going out and we just have to thug it out. And I will
Mhm.
never forget that. In fact, I don't know that I remember anything else but that.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
and then you chose to have another one. So you might have forgotten that first
Um,
of Zora's life.
I didn't
I
choose the
did too.
game. God chose it for me.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. That is funny.
Yeah.
So one of the things I can say, like, prior to having a baby, like, you don't think about what it's gonna be like having a kid. My biggest shock was labor. Labor was horrible.
That too. That too. I
Horrible.
didn't even think about that. You know they say that you forget about that. That's why you keep having more. But I
Yeah.
definitely forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it just reminds me, now that Brianna's and her experience was horrible, it just reminds you that labor is like definitely painful, and it's not something that you look forward to or expect. But yeah, it was rough. It was rough, and we all did it more than once.
Right.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah. So did you ever feel like questioning like what made you decide to have a kid like during rough times when the kids babies were small? Did you ever feel like, man, what made me do this?
Who
Either
who
one of
asking?
any one of y'all.
I think just yesterday I might have said to my own self, how, right? How did I get so blessed? It is rough. And it's like, it's definitely a hood at times. Like the kind you don't want to go through alone or at night or
So
in the
what are
day.
yeah. So what are the girls up to? We all have Like me and Dika, our kids,
Yeah,
the
they
youngest is
big.
they're
They
big now.
big.
You're in the toddler stages. So like what are the girls
Um, everything, right? And so, okay, my youngest is into clearly gymnastics. So there's a lot of flipping off of things that were not designed to be flipped off of.
Wait, can I add
Um,
something? I don't mean to cut you off.
yeah.
She's also into MMA. Don't take that away from her. But go ahead.
Okay. So I like to refer to her as a no limit soldier. And so MMA and backflips off of things, jumping off of steps, like flights of stairs. It's like a thing. Uh, I am a lot more reserved than her dad. And
Hmm.
so for him to be shocked is like really something. And um, constantly we're like, where, like, who, what parts of us is she? And one of the things my sister says all the time is she is her own, Ayla is her own person. And she, yeah, so MMA and gymnastics. Zora is, we call her our artist. She's very much into art, painting, drawing. She's really really good at it, so we're working hard to nurture those things.
Hmm.
um and there's a lot of not understanding that the toys are shared. So there's some fighting that happens every day. Tariq and I are confused about why they don't remember today that they're shared. So yeah, that's what they're into.
That is
All the
hilarious.
things.
That
Yeah.
is hilarious. Oh man.
That is
So
hilarious.
so would you say that you are the like when it comes to parenting, are you the one that usually enforce like rules, or are you the laid back one and did Tariq do like the enforcement of rules? Like who is the predominant
The
enforcer
disciplinary.
or
Yeah.
disciplinary?
So I think it depends on what it is, right? And I think a lot of households run that way. But then
Mhm.
I'm lying because my mom was definitely the disciplinarian. And when my dad had to step into that, like, you were in big trouble. Boss baby. See? Yes, that's Ayla, y'all. So no limit soldier, aka boss baby. Um, my sister has most recently been referring to her as Boosie. And anybody who knows the rapper Boosie, the second part of his name is what the eldest called her the other day. And we were like, yeah, you can't say that. And so we just call her Boosie now. But I think it depends, right? Like, one thing that I'm really happy about is that we know the one knows to back off in the process. And then if
Mhm.
there was something that we don't agree about, we talk about it in private,
Yeah.
because they definitely try to team up against us
Yeah.
and they think they can win, but they can't. So the answer to the question is we take turns. There are some things that he's not too stressed about, and I have like more of a like anxiousness about, and so then I step in. But yeah, we
So
do
give me an
good.
example. What are you like the disciplinary on where Tariq is more laid back, but no matter what, like you're the one that's like, yeah, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, so the people that know me know that I have, it's very much my life. Well, I like it to be, at least prior to 2019 when my life got flipped upside down, right? Everything has a place and everything in its place. They could tear this whole joint up and he just be like, oh, it's lived in. So I'm like, clean up after
That's how it's
yourself a lot more
it's lived
than
in.
he is.
That's
Yeah.
crazy because I can relate to you on that. Diga used to always say, like, I lived in a museum.
Yeah, she's like a museum. Everything is so neat and put together, it's dusted and like who stays here? It's like with the kids, like my house is clean, however, it's lived in. So you know which room the kids are in, and I might go behind them and pick up the stuff, or to have them pick it up and sing a little cleanup song, but it's comfortable, it's clean, it's
Yeah.
not a museum. Like you have things that you can't touch. Like I go in her room, I can't touch anything. Like, ma'am,
Not true.
you have a whole child, two
No.
children. Why can I not even touch anything in here?
So,
Because
so
there's
Loren,
plastic around it.
so Loren, you know that's not the truth. Because if you were to tell Diga that she can't touch anything, she's gonna touch it because you said she can't. So not even true.
Yeah, yeah. It's her most favorite thing to do, opposite of what you've instructed. And
Exactly.
so, in this vein, if I might just interject here so people understand the dynamic. So, I am the in law to these two sisters. So, I'm married to
Mhm.
their older brother. And so, as we navigate on this journey together, you will find that at different times, either or both of my children acts like one or the other. So that's important to note here.
I'm
Yep.
claiming Zora. Me and Zora, calm, cool, collective.
I'll take
Ayla,
Ayla. That's fine. That's my
Diga,
mom's
all the
girl.
way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ayla
Genetics
I'll
is
take
a
are a
Ayla.
wild
thing.
child. She's gonna be the
Yep.
Yeah.
turn up queen.
Yeah. There's a list of
You gotta
people
have
that
one
the
of them.
folks, right, should call before me at the school. There's like five people before me because I can guarantee is from one of those five people she got the behavior from. So they should go and,
That's fine. Put me on the
assess.
top of the list
And you
because
don't
I'm
want them
gonna find out.
calling. You don't want them calling her because
Call me
everything is
because I
gonna be
want to
like
know
that's
what
not
they
true.
did. Yeah. What did you do?
Prove it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great for what
Grandma,
we're trying to
grandma
do
said
here,
you said
right?
she'll take both. Grandma take both.
Excellent. Look, listen,
And Mika
I
said it's in the
am never
DNA.
opposed.
It's in the DNA. You can't do nothing about it.
Absolutely.
They're gums
Mika
girls.
Yeah.
probably Mika probably identifies with Ayla.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Another wild child.
Tamika Ayla will be your right hand man because she is a turn up queen. And she be ready to
Absolutely.
fight. She is a fighter.
Yep.
She
Yep.
is a
Always
fighter.
ready.
And
Yep.
she
That's what I'm talking about. See, Mika said, "What did you do?" That's what I'm talking about. Because my kid ain't do that for no reason. That's
So Diga, what would you say? Like, would you say that you are the disciplinary, or would you say that it's the dad? Huh?
Absolutely. It's me. It's me. But yeah, it's me. I mean, I think for the boys, their dad will discipline them when he, if they're out of control or if I tell him they did something. But for the most part, it's me because I am really a single mom,
Yeah.
divorced mom, not really single mom because he takes care of them. But they're with me majority of the time, so that's
Mhm.
me. I usually just let him know if they're doing like with school because when he takes them, I expect that the same rules that apply here, no video games, no none of that. When
Mhm.
you mess up in school, it applies at his house too, and he will definitely follow that. So that's
Yeah.
good. But I'm usually the disciplinary because they're here with me for the most part. But
Yeah.
I mean, my babies are good. They are good boys, and so I don't have to do too much. I'm really laid back. I
Mhm.
don't bother them about too much. But when I do tell them to do something, and all it takes for me is to raise my voice. I don't even have to do that, really,
Yeah.
honestly. But if I do raise my voice, that's enough for them to get in line and do what they're supposed to do. So I appreciate that because I know a lot of people can't really say that. That's
Mhm.
all it takes. So yep, and yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. That's
What
cool.
about you,
Yeah.
Isha?
I am definitely the disciplinary.
Yeah.
Oh man, Deshaun thankfully is calm, cool, and collected now. And when he was younger, for the most part, it was just me and him, so I had to be the disciplinary. But with Layla, like girls and their dads, it's just like easy to manipulate, and they know how to pout and make their dad feel sorry for them. And I'm just like, that's not gonna work with me. at all.
Yeah.
So yeah. But again, like I would say when we was growing up, so my dad was the discipliner when we was growing up. And he like we always joked around a lot, laughed, had fun and everything like that, but we knew when to be serious. So I would say it's like that too with us. Like, yeah, I'm the disciplinary, but I'm a clown. I like to have fun. I like to joke
Mhm.
around. I don't take
Mhm.
things too seriously, but when it's
Mhm.
time to put my foot down, I put my foot down. Uh,
Mhm.
so they kind of know, okay, mommy's done playing. It ain't funny anymore. Let's
Right. Right.
stick together. So yeah,
Although Day Day didn't know that when he was little, he was bad.
yeah.
You
So
just
yeah.
you swore he could do no wrong.
Oh, my baby did no wrong. My baby was
Yeah, no,
innocent.
he was
It was
bad.
always the
Um,
teachers. The dog ate his homework.
He was bad. So
Look at
bad.
Loren's face. She's
Yeah,
still
cause she
traumatized from when she
experienced
first
right.
met him.
Listen, that interaction I had, and that's why it's so funny because I know he gets so aggravated because I mean, he was 4 when I met him, and now he's grown, and I'm just like,
22.
you
Mm-hmm.
are getting old, and this is something, the you being him. And so, like, I was traumatized. Like, it was very much giving, if this is the example, I'm not interested. Um, And so when I see him now, I love up on him because he's just grown and matured into this like really dope man. And I'm like, wow, gosh, because it was like, I was like, it was a wee bitch. I'm like, I don't know which way this is gonna go. Um, but really, really proud of him. He's super dope, and
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, definitely, I was traumatized by a 40-year-old.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You so silly. He wasn't.
Then
He
you have
wasn't that
then you
bad.
had I
He
mean you
wasn't that
experienced Brie at the same time. And Brie was always a sweethart. She's still a sweetheart. She had her times when she hit the teenage years, but
Oh Lord, and
she's
that's where
always
Layla is
been a
now.
yeah. But Brie has always been a sweetheart before the teenage years, then after. It's
Mm,
just
mm,
like
mm.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to have a conversation with Bree to kind of pick her brain to give me advice for parenting at this age. So Layla's 11, she's going through puberty, and she's just moody for no reason, no reason at all. My mom was over here. She was over here for a week or so, and me and my mom were running errands. We went out to the store like multiple times. So we decided to go to the store to get some stuff. And Layla's like, she wants to come with us. I'm like, okay, that's fine. We get to the store, we get in the car, go to the store. As soon as we get out of the car, she's moody. Like, what happened? Like, why are you even here?
Between here and there.
Like, you just go home. Like, we don't need the negativity. And she like, you and grandma stressing me out. Like, what?
Yeah, which I did to my niece. I
But she
stressed her
was so
out.
random. And then she like everything that you say, grandma got a cosign and she agreeing with you, like, well maybe it's just right. Like you're moody for no reason. Like, what are you here for? Why? Why?
Bree used to be like that. She would just walk around moody, just like, and I'd be like, "What's wrong with you?" And she'll be like, "Nothing." I'd be like, "Well, we're all happy out here. If you're sad, go in your room. We don't want to see your face." And it's funny because Khalil, he started getting used to that, and he'll be like, he used to be like, "What's wrong with you, Brianna? This we're all happy." Like, and she would be like, "Shut up, Khalil."
Yeah, I just
Too
trying to think.
funny.
Like I don't recall being like that, like as a teenager.
We probably was. We'd have to ask
Oh,
mommy. She probably don't remember.
all right, Gums, I see you on IG. Were we moody as teens? I don't think I was.
You
Now,
don't
Dika,
think you did
I
anything.
don't know.
Whatever.
I can't
Whatever.
co-sign for you, Dika.
You
Not too
know,
much on my sister though,
thank you.
because
Thank
y'all
you,
like,
Lauren.
come on
Thank
now,
you.
not too much
Because
on her.
this is
Oh my
always how
God.
it is. You know, the
But I don't
game's
think
up
we was
on.
moody. Like, we were around all of our girl cousins. We used to hang out and, like, we wasn't just walking around moody for no reason.
Yeah, we was out all the time doing stuff. I think the times we was moody was when we wanted to go home and it would be late and mom be like, go find somewhere to lay down and go to sleep. Like, I
Wait
don't
a
want to do
minute.
that. And then she wake
Yeah.
us up at 2 in the morning talking about we going home and we not taking a cab, we walking.
And it's cold
And it's
outside.
cold. Right.
Oh Lord,
And
I
then
used to
we be
hate that.
crying, walking home, and mommy be like, it's okay. I cried when I had you. Like, how horrible.
Yeah, that was the worst. But I don't think we was
Oh,
teenagers. We was young,
yeah,
young
we
when
was
that was
younger then.
happening.
We were
Like,
younger, yeah.
yeah, that was the
Yep.
worst. Like we used to
Yep.
love visiting family, but having to leave in the middle of the night when you
Yep.
tired, that was
Yep. Mommy was never ready to leave. Then when she told us to get ready to leave, she still had to say bye to everybody like 8 times. Like,
so.
come on.
My question to you: do you think you do that now with your own kids?
Me? Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Absolutely. We won't walk home, but I gotta make my rounds to say bye for at least 20 minutes.
That is so wrong.
Like, go lay down. They be like, what time we leaving? Go lay down. I'll let y'all know when it's time to leave. And they'll keep coming back like, listen, I said when I'm ready to leave, I'll let y'all know. Then when I tell them it's time to leave, I might go back and forth a few times and say goodbyes to everybody. And they
That
standing there like, come
that is
on, Ma.
crazy. Now I see why you don't ask them all the time if they want to go because they're gonna
I don't
say
take them
no.
because I already know what they're going to say.
As soon as
I
you
can't
get
take
there,
them.
you ready to go? Yes. But we
Yeah,
just, they
everybody be
don't
like,
care.
"Why you don't bring the boys?" Because they don't want to come. They always ready to go. They
They're
always ready to go.
wise beyond their years.
Too
Soon as we
funny.
get there, they ready to go. Like, go sit down.
That is funny.
Yeah, that is.
Mm-mm.
That is.
So,
That's
Lauren,
what they do.
anything that you used to hate that your parents did that you find yourself doing now as a mom?
Hate? No. No, because I think for my own reasons, some of those things I like have eliminated. Um, but there are some things that I couldn't wait to be able to do or say, right? Like we have
Mommy
the,
said, "You make the girls go home when they don't want to go home. They want to stay with their aunties, and you guys won't let them stay."
oh, that's what that says? Okay, understood. Um, yeah, no, I can't think of anything that,
Anything,
no,
all right,
because
not anything that your parents did. Anything that you felt you wouldn't do as a parent, watching other people parenting styles that you now do as a mom that you thought you may not have ever done.
honestly, no. I think my journey has been a lot different for a lot of different reasons. Um, no, I try not to yell, right? Um, Sometimes you can't help it though, because they need like a stern
Mm-hmm.
instructing, but no, I feel like I'm not gonna just say me, we've been very deliberate about how we are parenting. Like one of the things I could not stand is not being able to say what I thought when I
Mm-hmm.
thought it.
Yeah.
And so now there's a lot of feeling and thinking and saying things. And
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, you have to interject and say, it's great that you feel comfortable telling me that, but this is what it is. And
Yeah.
I can say I much prefer that because there were so many things that I wanted to say that I didn't. And then, becoming an adult and having to deal with that is pretty traumatic. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think there's many things that I intentionally did the opposite of,
Yeah.
as, he did also. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nika said she used to hate doing everybody dishes. She only wanted to do her own.
Yeah.
So
That
yeah, I
person
think that's
like
in every household.
yeah, yeah. And
Hated
it
doing the
doesn't work
dishes.
like that.
Yeah.
When you're a parent, it's just like, I don't care whose dishes is in the sink. Get
Right.
the dishes done. We're
Right.
not about
Right.
to decide who had this fork and who had this
Right.
spoon. Like
Right.
going through the dishes. But I used to hate having to do the dishes too. It'd be filled up to the sink, and you just be looking at it like, I hate this
Yep.
house.
Yep. That was
Not I
that
hate
was
this
the
house,
famous
but
line. I hate this house. This house.
Oh
Yeah. You
man.
know what else I used to hate? Being forced to go to the store to get some Kool-Aid and a lemon.
Oh
Go get your
Lord.
own Kool-Aid and lemon. I don't want to go.
Yeah. That was a big thing. So my father's always been like try to be as healthy as possible. So
To cook
drinking
and
Kool-Aid is the most unhealthiest beverage ever. But
it's
in
so
order
good
to have
delicious.
though.
the Kool-Aid, he would buy lemons to squeeze into to the Kool-Aid. So if we
Hmm.
had Kool-Aid but no lemons, we would have to go to the store to get lemons.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
Right. It's
Hmm.
still unhealthy. It's still a
you
boatload of sugar
not.
in there.
It's still
Yeah.
diabetes in the cup now.
Right.
It's so good.
Yeah. It is good. But
Man.
yeah, anytime we didn't have lemon, we would have to go to the store. And I'd be like,
Mhm.
you don't want to go to the store. Obviously, we don't either. Why we gotta go?
That's going back to the you not being able to say how you felt when you felt it. Yeah,
I
like
Right.
know we said it, but it would have been consequences.
Yeah. Yeah, we could have said it.
repercussions.
We'd be in
Yes.
trouble. And it would be talked to till the end of time. Like, all right, you said that already. You said
Yeah,
that already. I don't want to hear that again.
It's
exactly.
so funny. Aisha Rose said, "To this day, don't send me to the store." It's a yeah, yeah. It's, it's like
Right. That
Mhm.
sucks going to the store. Like, I don't
Yeah,
want to go to the store. And
exactly.
it don't even be that bad, but you don't want to, you don't want to.
Yeah, yeah. Daddy used to say, be like, Sadiqa, Sadiqa, Aisha.
Always me.
Bro.
Calling us by our full name when he like Sadiqa, Sadiqa. Like what? That's my name. What? Leave me alone. I don't want to go. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? Funny what you mentioned, Loren, being able to have kids that speak, like say how they feel. I think we're all that way where we let our kids like express how
Mm-hmm.
they feel, which isn't a bad thing. But sometimes it's out of line. I was driving and Layla wanted to go to the store or something. Like I'm just running around doing everything, and I was driving. And then I'm just like, this is the last store we going to. Like I'm tired. I want to get back home. Chick had the nerve to say, "All you doing is driving. Like you want to get,
Ugh.
you want to get out."
Ugh. Ugh.
And I know you want it to be like,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I was
Right.
ready to snatch her up. I had to woosah because it's just like,
yeah,
okay, yeah, okay. This is what my life is gonna be like the next 4 years.
yeah, it's
Look,
interesting.
Mika made a comment on here which I thought was hilarious
What she
because
say?
when you got in trouble or you said something to your parents and now they got to talk to you, then now at the next family function you got to be disciplined and talked to by every
Oh
family member.
yeah,
Like, leave me
of
alone.
course.
I already got in
Because you
trouble. I
know
don't
that's the
need you to
first.
come.
Exactly. Oh
Right,
man,
right,
everybody, all of the adults at the function knows what's going on all the time. Like,
right. And they always
come
got
on,
something to
man.
say. Like, mind
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
business.
yeah.
I think
Mind
I
your
would have
business.
much rather preferred that where people can speculate what it is that that we're talking about versus getting in trouble, the door remaining open throughout the night being required while she calls every single person whose number she
Talk
knew
about it.
to tell them that night what had happened. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that is funny.
but that's how it was too. It was like the same night that everything happened. Make a call or somebody call you and they talk about it, and then at the next family function everyone knows, and now everyone's coming up to you like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know what that taught us now as adults? is anytime we say something to somebody that we want them to hold to their heart, you have to say, "Don't tell nobody," because we've been so traumatized. That's everybody in their mom.
Right. Right. Don't say nothing.
You have to make
Too
that much.
funny.
Don't tell nobody. 'Cause come on, man, we can't do this. We can't do this. So now I want to get jump to dating as a single mom because we got somebody up there that is currently a divorced mom. So what is it like dating?
Uh, it sucks.
Oh,
Yeah, it sucks.
So do you usually tell like people that you meet that you're a mom or
Of
like
course.
oh
I never, yeah. They all know that I'm a mom.
mhm,
Yep. I don't even say that it affects with the kids. My kids are big, so I can go
mhm,
out for a few hours. They go away with their dad, they go with their grandma. So me getting out and enjoying myself is never an issue. It's just the the options that I have out there is like,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, absolutely not. Nah, nope, moving on.
yeah.
Next. No. It's just a lot of stuff that I don't accept now. That younger me might have accepted
Okay.
that I
Like
don't
what? Give
accept
me some
now.
examples. What would you
All right.
accept it as a young mom that you wouldn't accept now that you've been married, know what it's like, and now just dating again?
So I'm very big on actions. So I don't like somebody that's just doing a whole bunch of talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can talk and say you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do that, and that's all great to hear. But
Mhm.
I would like to see action. And if I see that your actions is completely opposite of what you're saying,
Yeah.
I'm immediately turned off.
Yeah.
Because as a grown man, why doesn't that match?
Yeah.
It
No.
doesn't match. And I don't need you to give me a sob story about this. And nope, if your actions don't match, then I'm not interested.
Mhm.
Another thing is just being able to be a leader, to being able to lead. Like I handle my stuff pretty well by myself. I pay my bills, I do whatever I do for my kids and everything like that. I do want somebody that knows how to lead. Like if I want somebody that's gonna want to have some type of relationship with my kids. I don't want them to be a father because they have their own father,
Mhm.
but to kind of have that kind of outside of me a relationship with my kids,
Yeah.
to talk with them, play sports with them, see what they into, da da da, outside of me, not like I have to be there every time you're doing something with
Yeah.
them or you want to be like, no. And just to be able to have a conversation with them. And my kids, yes, they're big, 17 and 12. However, they're not like a typical, like, I'm from the hood. I
Mhm.
know how hood kids can be disrespectful. And my kids are far from that.
Mhm.
They were not brought up in the hood. They're very sheltered, and they listen. They're not
Mhm.
disrespectful. So yeah, you should be able to have that kind of relationship with my kids without me being involved in that. So it's just a bunch of different things. But I think that the main thing is just having options, because there's a lot of stuff that first of all, not very many make it through to meet my kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that my kids are not a hindrance. Is them like, all right,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not bringing you around because I'm not even feeling that. so
Yeah.
but
So
it
let me
sucks.
ask
It
you this:
does suck.
when you were so when you had Brianna, after you had Brianna, you was a single mom, and then you met Joe. So, what was
Mm-hmm.
like a green flag? Like, what made you feel like he was the one that you wanted to bring around Brianna and marry and settle down with? Like, what was the green flag? Something that
So
he did that made you feel like, yeah, I could see myself marrying him.
there was a particular situation that I was in, and it had to do with someone else, another guy that I was seeing, and instead of him running for the hills, he was a shoulder to lean on. And he
But you had a
didn't know
stalker?
me. No, it wasn't a
No.
stalker, but it was somebody that just
wait a
was
minute.
a loser. he was a loser, and it was just like, you know,
We need
he
some
was.
names. Name names. No, let me stop.
You don't know him.
No, I'm joking.
Honestly, it was so long ago, I don't even remember his name. Honestly, that's how he was a non-factor.
Okay.
Non-factor. So, but it was just a situation where him and he was just trying to put all this stuff in my ear, a bunch of talk. But I'm just like, you're not even showing up. But
Yeah.
then you have this guy that I have no relationship with at all that's
Mhm.
showing up for me when I need him.
Yeah.
And it was never a question about anything. It was just like, all right, I'll come with you, and
Yeah.
and meanwhile I didn't we just met working together.
Yeah.
And so that was something that I appreciated. So it
Yeah.
was just like, all right, yeah. And then so from there, it was just like, of course we had a good time together. He had his daughter's the same age as my daughter, so we would get
Mhm.
together, and they would be together. And so but
Nice.
it was a situation where he I could depend on him,
Yeah.
and he definitely was a good guy. So we got together, and we got married. We had 6
Mhm.
kids together.
Mhm.
But then, we was together for
Yeah.
about 15 years. And then, yeah, I think
Yeah.
we started out young. We both
Yeah.
grew. I was still doing things with school, and,
Yeah.
so it made a difficult situation. But we co-parent great
Yeah.
now. We didn't work out in the long run, but we co-parent great.
Yeah.
We're great friends.
Mhm.
I get along with his girlfriend. They come to all the functions, her and her mom,
Mhm.
and he still comes to function. So anybody that I decide to be with is going to have to be okay with that, because
Yeah.
we have a great relationship, and he's going to be here. That
Yeah.
he's still my family, even though we're not together. He's still my family.
Yeah.
So
He's still my
you know,
brother.
yes, yes. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's just what it is. Yeah, yeah.
So Loren, prior to getting like you didn't have any kids when you and Tariq got together. But what made you think that okay, he would be somebody I would want to have kids with?
Yeah, I like that question. So I was a person, I'd never wanted children.
Hmm.
Like it wasn't a thing, like, a lot of girls and women declare it. I never wanted children until being with him. Um, he loves kids. He's good with them. I
Hmm.
think that some people would find well, now that he's a dad is different, but before there was, this interaction that he just had with kids that I thought was cool.
Yeah.
um I always knew, like once I knew he would be a good father, like I always knew it. And so um I don't know that there was anything in particular that he did or said, but like sometimes you just know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did, and I'm grateful because I think that for those of you who know me, you see the dynamic and how we are with the girls is different. Like we
Yeah.
both have our own style of parenting,
Yeah.
but he is a girl dad, like through and through. He loves being a dad. People around him know it. You can tell when he's with the girls, and so
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's always had that kind of thing with kids. So I've always knew that he would be a good dad. I wasn't sure when it was going to happen or if it was going to happen, but he's always been good with kids. Like everybody loves him everywhere.
Yeah.
All and it's always the young ones. They
Yeah.
just they love
'Cause,
him
yeah, he's a clown.
everywhere he goes.
He likes to
Yeah,
be silly,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
yeah.
But that's cool.
Yep. So Miss Aisha, you was a single mom before you got married and had another kid. So
What?
yes, you. Yes. How was dating for you after breaking up with your son's father before
Bring it
meeting
up
your
with whoop.
Don't clutch your pearls, girlfriend,
right,
because we
right.
know
You ain't
you
always
are
been this
not
holier
married.
thou married wife
Oh
with
man. Nah, dating is a headache. I would say dating was a headache in New York, nobody's serious about anything in New York. So it's just about like partying and like you have a kid, you have people in New York that would purposely engage with you into believing they wanted more and they don't care about building relationships with other people's
Yeah.
kids and knowing that they're playing games. Like New York is just it was nobody that was really serious when I was in New York. But then again, I was 19. So what 19, 20-year-old guys really wanting to settle down? So it
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense, but it was just like it was just trash. But then when we moved to Virginia, it was I noticed the difference in the type of guys that were out here because Virginia is a lot of like family oriented, like it's it's different. And then I was older. I think Deshaun was what 6 when we came down here, or 8,
Yeah, because Bree was
probably
8. Yeah,
6.
so Day was 6.
Yeah. So I don't know. Dating was just weird. Dating was weird. But then
Yeah,
I
I mean,
met I met Dale. We worked together. That's how we met. And like one of the things that he did that made me like realize, okay, I could see myself with him. Like he didn't have any kids. And he was always like he was family oriented. He had nieces and nephews and everything like that, and like we would spend time with them, get the kids together and things like that. But it was one day, so as a single mom, you're used to dealing with shit on your own. And you guys know Deshaun, he was like school. I hated going to parents teachers conference because it was just like always it was always something. Always something. But when you're a single parent, like you don't have a choice. Like when there's shit going on in school, they're gonna call you. You gotta deal with it. You gotta figure it out. But when I started talking to Dale, like we had a situation where Deshaun having a problem with somebody on his bus, and the school was trying to kick the kid off the bus and Deshaun off the bus. Not that Deshaun did anything. And I winded up like trusting the parent. And it was like a big thing. And then I called the school and they're like, well, your husband already called or whatever. And like they were working on resolving the issue. So I called Dale. I'm like, you called Deshaun's school? And he was like, yeah, I called his school. And it's just like,
And did.
know he knew what school
right.
Deshaun
And
went
did.
to. So that was just like that was like a relief, like knowing, okay, if we're together, I'm not gonna have to do this on my own. So it's just like, okay, like this
Mhm.
is what I need. I need somebody that's able to kind of take the lead and like help because I need help.
Well,
Like,
well, you know, I
you
would have
know,
called the school for you.
say it again.
I would have called the school for you.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you would have called the school. No, you wouldn't have called the school. You would have been at the school. You would have been at the
Right.
school.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like just something
Well,
like that. Like when a guy takes time to do something like that and like they going hard for your kid just as hard as you're going hard for your kid. Like that's
hmm
like that's attractive. It's just like, okay,
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do
Right.
this. And that was like a big thing. So he
Yeah.
took me out of the dating world and here we are today.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
complain with that. Oh man. So
That's good.
do you guys ever feel like when you're sick, do your kids still come to you, or do
Of
they go
course.
to?
Of course.
Is that even a question?
That's not even. Yeah, I don't even need to hear the rest of it. I don't even need to. Because even when I was married, they would bypass dad downstairs to come up to my room where I'm trying to rest and be like, Mom, I want, can I have Cheerios? Can I have, like, isn't your dad downstairs on the couch
On
watching TV?
purpose. We
How
made
about you
sure
go?
this
What
happened on
wasn't you
purpose.
just sitting on the couch next to your
Right next to him.
before you
You
came
got up,
here?
left him, and came up here to me. And they're like, Mom. And, you know, for the most part, I would just be like, all right, I'll get up and get it. But the times where I'll be like, to dad, I'm going to sleep. Please keep the kids, whatever. And they would still get up to me. And I come down. Now I'm down there slamming stuff. And he's like, I got it. Go back upstairs. No, because they shouldn't even got up there before you even noticed. So I'm down here now. I'll get the damn cereal.
Uh, yeah.
But
That could
it's like,
definitely
oh my god.
affect the relationship. So Layla would do the
Yes.
same thing. It was one time, like me and Dale had to kind of test to see if what he was telling me was the truth. Because, like, if he gets from work before me, he gets her from the bus, he'll be home with her. Every time I come home, no matter what time, mommy, I'm hungry. Like, you was just home with your father the whole time, and he just swear. Like, I asked her if she wanted something to eat. She always say she don't want nothing to eat. So I'm just like, one day I called and I'm just like, okay, ask Layla if she's hungry or whatever. So you ask her if she's not hungry, just to make sure that you're really asking her if she's hungry.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't home not too long after that, and it's just like, I'm hungry. Like, okay, now you're playing games. Like, get
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
And it's still okay. I'm home now, but go to your father. Like, I'm not cooking. I just
Right.
got home.
Right.
So now, yeah, you're still stuck.
I'm sure Loren have plenty of stories like that because she still got little toddlers.
And so I can't remember if it was my sister or my cousin or both of them talking to them the other day. And one of them said it's the serotonin when you come around, it's just different. And so they can do without that. I don't think that there's anything that's vital that they need. So Jesus, if you wouldn't mind, just like, even if you kind of like top it off a little bit. But yeah, as nobody is hungry, nobody is sleepy, nobody is cold, uncomfortable, sick, none of it until I
Until
come
mom
around.
gets home, right?
Yeah, and it's like, hmm, like he was literally here with you for 12 whole hours. I was gone,
Mm-hmm.
and you starved and nearly died because you were sick. And now you're frozen and nobody noticed or said anything and nothing. Yeah, it's a thing. Mika
Yeah,
said, always mommy, always. And it's
always.
funny, I'm a mommy's girl, right? I adore my daddy. I do. But I've always been like a mommy's girl. So I get it. I mean, even at this big grown age, I don't know, it's just something about a mommy. And I
Yeah.
don't know that I desired it. Like I wasn't like, Jesus, give me the thing that, only mommies have. But apparently I got it. And
You
yeah,
know why? Because mommies are dependable and they gonna get shit done. Period.
Yeah, yeah, they
I
gonna give it to
Period.
you
guess.
good.
We don't
I
drop the
remember,
ball. And that might
yeah, I
be a good
remember,
thing, but that might be a blessing and a curse altogether because we don't
right,
drop the ball.
right. I
Rarely.
remember even as a grown adult having surgery, mom is with the kids and talking to them on the phone, having somebody there, a nurse to come and take care of you, and calling my mom, and she got the kids, and I'm talking to
Hmm.
them, and I'm all happy. As soon as we hung up, I start crying. And Joe was like, "What you crying for?" I want my mom. And I'm a grown adult,
Hmm.
and I cry because yeah, the nurses was taking care of me, but I wanted my mom. I
Yeah.
wanted my
Yeah.
mom. So yeah,
Yep. 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 Yep.
yeah.
So speaking of moms, I'm gonna have to bring this up. Daddy ain't gonna be too proud, but when when I needed somebody to go to the house for the plumber, we made a big plan. We made a big plan. Zika was going out of town. I was at work. My father was just like, okay, his car was acting up, so Dika let him take her car, because she was gonna be out of town for a few days. And all he had to do was be at the house for the plumber to come.
Right. So yes, the whole point was him to take my car while I was out of town and be there to support Isha and get the stuff done at the house. And he couldn't
No,
do that. Not
couldn't.
Just
only
show
that,
up.
but then when I come back, I couldn't even just have my car back. I had to figure out arrangements to get him to get my car back. Like, sir, I would have never. You were supposed to have this arranged. Now I got to come back from vacation. I'm exhausted. I have to go to work the next day and have to. Yeah, my sister was like, he's not even there. They're on it. They there. He's 45 minutes away.
And
Oh,
even that, he probably was still in his parking lot. I don't even think
Right.
he
He
was there.
probably.
And then now go to my mom. If I'm like, Mom, I have somebody, the plumber coming over. Can you be at the house because nobody could be there? My mom will be here the day before, and then when the
Right.
plumber comes, she'll be in the bathroom under the
With
sink
them.
with the
Yep.
plumber, making sure
Right.
they do
Right.
what they
Making
supposed
sure
to
everything
do.
is done the way it's supposed to be done. And if she's not sure, she's gonna call you like, is he supposed to be doing this? Make sure you get done. Yes.
that's funny.
Uh,
So
Yes.
I feel like I hear us saying that moms are resourceful.
Moms are resourceful, and they gotta
They're
make
gonna get
sure
it
that
done.
things
They'll
get
always
done.
get it
And
done.
like, you don't ever have to worry about, man, I hope that they
Yeah.
do this or they do that. Like, even when it comes to like planning for things, like we always on top of everything when it comes to planning. If a kid have a trip, you gotta make sure you have everything that you need to put in a lunchbox. You gotta make sure they
Correct.
pack everything that they need. And I don't know if it's the same for like if it's the same for dads. Like if you know they're gonna go spend the night out for the weekend, you gotta make sure they have everything they need. Fathers to be like, pack your bags. Your kid to get to where they go and they don't have anything that they need
Right.
because
They ain't got
they
no
don't
underwear. They ain't got no toothbrush.
exactly.
Like, what do you have? Yep. Like even to this day, like I said, 17 and 12, my boys, and I have to be like, you have your toothbrush. How many clothes outfits you have? You have pajamas. You have like, and 9 times out of 10, there's something that I'm gonna name that they don't have, and so they have to go and get it and pack it. And it's just like I'll tell them all the time because sometimes I'm not home when they're going out with their dad, and I'll tell them, call me before you leave just so I can make sure they have everything they need. Like, and then I have to tell them too, because I don't know what's with boys in showers or brushing their teeth, but boys are just nasty. And my youngest one will do everything to not brush his teeth. And I'm like, I have to tell his dad. I'll be like, make sure you brush your teeth, make sure you take a shower. Okay. And I have to call his dad, like, make sure when you go get them that he brushed his teeth. Because he's gonna shower, but his teeth is gonna still be unbrushed. And it,
It's kids in
it's like you have
general.
to go
Like
through all the yeah. You have to
that.
always go through everything. It's not like I could just be all right. He gonna pick them up. They good. I have to keep calling until they're gone. And I can be like, all right, whatever
Yeah,
they left is what they left.
yeah, it is what it
And
is.
they, cause they'll still call me sometime and be like, I left my charger. Your dad has one because I'm not bringing it to you.
Yeah, yep. Mika's like
Yep.
a mother's job is never done. It is not. It is not.
Yep.
But
Ever, ever, ever.
speaking on brushing the teeth and being on them for that, like I'm waiting for Layla to be a teenager because when she becomes like a teenage girl, girls are more like making sure that they're doing everything they're supposed to do because they want to keep up with the Jones, be cute, look good, smell good. Right now, she's kind of in a attitude stage, but still like go and brush your teeth. Like you can ask her. One day I asked her, I'm like, Layla, and we always know the answer. We ask questions, but we already know the answer. I'm like, Layla, I'm like, did you brush your teeth? She's like, mm-hmm. And I'm just quiet looking at her. I'm like, today.
Let me see your teeth right today.
Go, go brush your teeth. Lord and Lord.
Yeah. Look, see, JJ will do the. I'll say you brush your teeth, and he'll be like, and I'll be like, let me see your teeth, and he'll show me his teeth. Teeth look good. Let me see your tongue, sir.
Go
Put your
back
tongue
in the
out.
bathroom.
He don't want it right. Go
Nasty
brush your
work.
tongue, cause your tongue is white. Like,
Go back in the bathroom. That's how
right.
you tell. Let me see your tongue. If they don't want to show
Yeah.
your tongue, get back in the
Yep.
bathroom.
Because when he brush it, he put it all the way out. Like he know
Yeah.
it's like, all right, go back in the bathroom. You
So
got
Lorraine,
attitude, sir. I'm helping you so you ain't known as the stinky breath boy in school. I'm helping you out.
exactly, exactly. Lorraine, would you? Could you? Do you? give Tariq the task of packing bag for the girls when they go to your mom's?
Right now, we know they. We know they.
Oh, man.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
That
No.
is
And
funny.
so I don't even give him the task of packing his own bag completely. Um, so
You
I
want to
am involved in all packings of the bags, um, arranging of they go from here to there. I remember there was a time I went away, I think it was a work conference during the school year, and I had to make sure I walked the people through how to heat her food up, how to warm up the canister so that at least it's room temperature when it's time for her to eat it. Like, these are complex things I guess I do. And so, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I packs the bags. I don't even, and I have to get better at this myself, because if we want help, we have to make sure that we're positioned in a place to receive the help, which
Mhm.
Mhm.
means it would be helpful for him to know where the things are. Like, it can't just live in my brain, right? And so I'm going to work on that, because that's part of the problem too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
funny.
funny.
That is hilarious.
So if you had to, we're gonna end this because we're a little over an hour. So if you
Yeah,
had to
we over
give,
hour.
think about one thing that you learned as a mom that you would want to share to another mom, like some helpful advice or pointers or tips, whether they're a single mom, married, dating, anything involving motherhood. Like, what advice would you give, or words of encouragement, or anything you want to give?
What with the kid? I think for me, I would say that one thing doesn't work for all of the kids. They all have different personalities. I have three,
Mm-hmm.
and they each have different personalities. So something that I might use with one does not work with the other. So you
Yeah,
have to come at them different. You
yeah,
know, you have to know what they like, what sets them off, and things like that. So it's just different things for different people. There's no rule book.
mm-hmm,
You learn it as you go.
mm-hmm,
Have different personalities. You do the best that you can, and try not to blame yourself. And I
yeah,
think that a lot of moms do that. Like when things are not going the way you want them to go, or they're not listening, or they're getting into trouble. You can only do what you can do.
yeah,
Do the best that you can, and don't be too hard on yourself, because you already have a hard job
mm-hmm,
of being a mom. It's not easy at all, and that's
mm-hmm,
whether you're single or in a relationship or married. It's not an easy task,
yeah,
and nobody has a rule book, and this, you follow this, and this is exactly how it doesn't work that way. So
yeah,
just give yourself some slack. Know that you're doing the best that you can,
mm-hmm,
and that's it. And always be open to communication with your
yeah,
kids. Like
yeah,
I encourage my kids to talk to me about any and everything,
yeah,
even if I don't like it. Even if I don't
yeah,
like it, you could come to me and talk to me about it.
mm-hmm.
And so I think that those are my biggest takeaways for kids,
Yeah,
having kids
I
and being
love
a
that.
mother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, Loren, what was your final
So,
words?
one of the most impactful things that I've been told during this journey, I remember at the church that I attended when I first had Zora, there were a lot of people who felt ways about me not bringing her with me wherever I went.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like being essentially ridiculed in the moment. And my
Mm-hmm.
pastor, it was a husband and wife, they co-pastor, she was standing there and I didn't know she was paying attention, but she overheard it and she pulled me to the side and she said, the best thing that you could do for yourself right now is decide the type of mother you're going to be,
Mm-hmm.
embrace that and move forward with it.
Yeah.
She was like, I wasn't a child like in tote with me type of mother either. And once I realized that that would just never be who I was, the
Mm-hmm.
better it became for me. And so decide the type of mother you're going to be and stand on it, and don't let people sway you back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
I could definitely relate to that too. because I do a
Yeah,
lot of things on my own. But it's because I know who my kids are,
yeah.
and they don't want to be involved in everything that I'm involved in.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yep,
all
yep.
right, each to the same thing for you.
I would say, just to enjoy life, have fun. Everything doesn't always
Hmm.
have to be so serious all the time. Like it's good to make sure that your kids know when you are being serious, but with everything that's going on in the world, like sometimes you just need to be able to have fun where your kids could come home and just be happy to be home because you're laughing and doing things that are just like enjoyable. Like life is stressful. Like you said, Diga and Loren, just having open communication with your kids, being able. So my big thing is I'm able to control my facial expressions. So
I
if
can't do that. I
yeah,
struggle.
so if
I'm
like
working on it.
I'm not.
so even when it comes to like having conversations with Layla, even Deshaun, like if they come to me with anything, I know how to keep a neutral reaction because I don't want them to feel like I'm judging or that they should be afraid to say anything. I want them to be comfortable, and I think that that's important. Like even in times of like emergencies and crisis situations, like when we moved down here and we had an earthquake, like Deshaun ran to me and was looking to me for like, should I be scared? And it's just like as a parent, you have to remember that your children look at you and you gotta kind of be able to regulate your own emotions so that they can have that emotional maturity as they grow and just not always anxious and worried because they feel safe and they feel calm. But then also being real, knowing that nobody is perfect. So if you are a parent and you do something and you make a mistake, like that's fine. Just have conversations with your kids because that was the biggest
Hmm.
thing. Like growing up in the era that we grew up in, it was a lot of domestic violence, a lot of unhealthy relationships. But I would say that our parents like had conversations with us like, I shouldn't have done that, or I drank too much, or
Hmm.
like, and that just makes us human. And I think
Hmm.
because of how we was raised, we're very non-judgmental because nobody is
Hmm.
perfect, everybody makes mistakes, so it's okay for your kids to see you make mistakes. And as
It's
long
okay,
as
and it's
you
okay for them to make mistakes. And
exactly. They
yeah.
don't have to
Hmm.
be perfect. So I would
Right.
definitely say that. Like, as long as
Yeah.
your kid is doing their best, you want to be a proud parent. If your kid
Hmm.
is working hard in school and bringing home a report card of D's, but you see they're busting their ass to get
All
those
right.
D's, we don't
Absolutely.
celebrate them D's. All right?
Right.
Like, you
Exactly.
don't gotta have A's and B's all the time. As long as you're working hard, like, that's all I can ask for. So, sometimes you gotta remember that, like not comparing your kids to what everybody else is doing. Love your kids for
Hmm.
who they are. Make them
Hmm.
feel good. Like even like raising the kids that we're raising girls, like raising them to be confident. Like I remember when Layla was small, Dika, and you was just like, "Oh, Layla, you look so cute," and she's like, "I know." Like you just want your kids to
That's
have
right.
confidence,
That's
but you don't need
right.
nobody else's
Yep.
approval to know you look good. So
Exactly.
that's the big thing.
Exactly.
You're the main
Yeah.
one in the household that's building them up to be who they are,
Yeah.
who they're gonna
And
be
that, I mean,
as
and
an
that goes for
adult. Yeah.
boys too. That goes for
Yep.
boys too.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Because
right.
it starts at home. You got to raise confident little boys,
Yep.
and so then when they get out there, they take on the world because it's going to be a lot different once they out
Mhm.
Yeah.
under mommy. Yeah. So,
Exactly. Yep.
yep.
All
Hmm.
righty, ladies. Well, I
Yes,
enjoyed this
yes,
conversation.
yes,
Me
absolutely. It was
too.
fun,
Thank you
right?
guys for everyone that participated and
Yes,
came on
everybody.
Instagram and on TikTok. And we will
TikTok. Yep.
be back at it again in 2 weeks.
Couple weeks, 2 weeks. Yep.
Yep, yep, yep.
Try a
So
new topic. Yep.
different topic, conversations, laughing, having a good time. So if
Yep.
you
Thank you,
are
y'all,
not
for
following
joining
us,
us.
please follow us on TikTok and Instagram, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
Love
Bye.
you.